Not every football story ends on the spotlight. Not every success story looks the way people imagine. Some journeys look perfect on the outside, but what they don't see is the story behind it. Today, we're telling that story. Welcome to Beyond the Boots. I'm here with Gabriel Obatola.
Thank you for having me.
So, Gabriel, let's get into it. Let's talk. So, tell us something about your story people would never guess.
Um, that would be finding my way in the street of Lagos, and football is something I really like. I love it so much. So, and my parents they're not being supportive at that point in time. So after I come back from school, I always go work, like construction work or trade work, just to make ends meet to buy soccer boot for myself.
Wow, wow, that's nice. So, I know you played football professionally. You played in Asia, in Singapore, in Thailand. You played here in America. So this is beyond the boots. This is life after football. So tell me, when did football stop feeling like a dream and start feeling like pressure to you?
It has. I would say it's dream. Football has always been a dream for me, actually. So, and I never see football as a pressure to me. It's something I love doing. I started playing football from really young age, so it's something which I always love doing. So yeah, there's ups and downs in football, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah, okay. So, was there a moment you thought this would not work?
Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of time when it comes to your dream coming true. Yeah, I've thought of quitting also so many times back in Nigeria. But you know, you never give up, especially where I came from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. So, looking back now, we so now we're in America. We're one of the lucky ones that made it and started living a normal life after football. Most people don't get this opportunity. So looking back now, is there a decision you made that changed everything for you?
Yes, there are a couple of decisions I make that change a lot of things for me, good ones and bad ones. But yeah, I would say there are some decisions I make that change a lot.
Tell us something that changed, something that happened between your career that changed a lot of decisions while you landed in America.
Yeah, it's a long story, so it's gonna be a long episode. I hope you guys are ready for this. So yeah, I will start with back home because that is where the roots from. I start back in Nigeria. So when I was growing up, so there is couple of my friends and they know this. So there is one academy back then when we were young. It's called Pepsi Football Academy. So friend of mine, they always go to the camp every Saturday, and they never tell me. So one of the older like guys in our community then, saw me one day and said, "Oh, why don't you come into the field with your friends every Saturday?" I'm like, "I don't know. They never tell me they're going to no field." Oh, he said, "Yeah, this is the registration fee. This is the address. Come, So I sneak behind my friends and I catch the bus with them. So when they see me in the bus, they have no choice. So I ride with them to the camp, and guess what? that day I was so lucky they were doing trial. I was picked to represent Nigeria in the national stadium that year. So Nigeria was playing Zimbabwe. I will never forget that day. Up to like, so I was picked and I was played. I was played in the national stadium. Like 70,000 capacity. We play like entertainment game for the Super Eagles. To play. So it's like entertainment game just to that motivate me to play soccer because I see the awareness. I see all the great superstars. That back then is like JJ, Finidi George, all these guys they were in the field. And then we get to play entertainment football. So that's has motivate me to be professional soccer player.
Okay. So like after that you played in Thailand, you played in Singapore. Tell us some experience you had over there.
Yeah, so I played Nigeria Professional League too. So yeah, let's keep that. But I played in MPA, Nigeria Port Authority. So and then I moved to Singapore from when I finished playing with Nigeria Port Authority. So moving to Singapore is a old thing, So it's a old thing. It's I was happy, to play in Singapore. Then did good, play really good, score goals, and win couple of trophies and award.
So, but like, was there a time where having a Nigerian passport has made you miss opportunities? Like you cannot travel, like you had tryouts, but you couldn't go because you couldn't get a visa, just tell us something about having a Nigerian passport. What was the disadvantage?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of disadvantage having a Nigeria passport. I'm proud of my country. I love my country. Nigeria is awesome, but yeah, when it comes to passports, is a big major issue, and is one of the reason why I have I have a how am I gonna put it? I have opportunity, to switch my passport also when I was in Singapore.
So tell us about that.
Oh yeah, so when I start like aside from playing with Nigeria in Nigeria Premier League and then moved to Singapore. So I've been in Singapore for 4 years. So the president of my team, that the team name was Gombak United when I was playing in Singapore. So I did really good that season, and previous before the season they already talking to me that they want to give me the citizenship of Singapore, to become so I can play for the national team and all that. So that year, the 4th year, so they told me if I stay one more year they will give me the citizenship. So I said okay, I will pray about this and let's see. But in between the season, I had a great season that year. I won 2 awards, best player of the league and top scorer and the youngest player. I won those awards. And after I finished the season, I have a couple of offers from Europe, from Israel and then from Russia, So I traveled to Israel. Immediately my season finished in Singapore, I traveled to Israel. So they wanted me, they gave me contract to sign, and I had to tell them my mom is sick, let me go take care of my mom. When I come back I will sign. So they were like,
why didn't you want to sign why didn't you want to play in Israel?
I actually want to play in Israel, but I was young. I was thinking about the passport. I wasn't really thinking about my career at that point, to be honest, because I was taking the decision on my own. So all my head is like, oh, go get a passport. You stay 1 year, and I can always represent Singapore national team. I can always travel to anywhere part of the world to go play, because I believe I can make it anywhere I go to. So that was why I didn't really take the offer. But yeah, I have like 100% guaranteed that I'm going to get the citizenship. So I had to like give them an excuse, because I had Russia D also in front of me. So I had to like keep them aside, like, okay, I'm going to come back, in December, to come join them, the team.
Okay.
After I passed the medical and everything, I didn't just sign the contract.
Yeah.
So I now flew back home, and the Russia team, I think is the team is Sparta Moscow. That I'm supposed to go sign for them. So I now told them, if you getting me, you gotta get my younger brother too.
Your younger brother play soccer.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So and the club agreed to bring both of us in. So when we got the visa, got the ticket, everything, I told my younger brother to go, because it's time for me to go back to Singapore. So my younger brother went there, and he came back like after 2 weeks. I sent him back home. So I didn't go. I went back to Singapore, and that was where everything goes sideways.
What do you mean everything went sideways?
Yeah, so when I get back to Singapore, play the first game, second game, so usually the club, they send your documents to the immigration to get a visa, and to get your business visa and everything. And then they came back, and they had to tell me like the immigration give me 2 weeks to leave the country for no reason. They didn't say specific what happened. They just say, we are not renewing your work permit, we want you to leave in 2 weeks.
And this was after they had promised you citizenship.
Yeah.
And you left your contract in Israel
And Russia.
just to pursue your citizenship.
Yeah.
And now they're telling you have 10 days to leave.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
Yeah, I was devastated. I was so mad. I was like, yeah, I think the world is about to end on me then, because when I came back to Singapore, I was so happy that, okay, I'm going to get my citizenship this year. And not for them to come back and tell me you have 10 days to leave the country, that we're not giving you no citizenship, and we're not renewing your work permit. So I was mad. I was crying, to be honest. I was crying. I don't know where to start from. And people around me that I think they're gonna be a help,
you.
yeah, they start making fun of me, start telling me, you're going back home, it's done for you. So, but by the grace of God and with the help of my coach, his name is Darren Stewart, may his soul rest in peace. So my coach put a call through to one of his friends that is the agent. And yeah, Darren is from Australia also, actually. So he called one of his friends that lives in England, Dave Robert. So Dave Robert, he got my number. My coach gave him my number to call me, and Dave Robert called me like an hour later and told me, oh, would you like to play in Australia or South Africa? I'm like, yeah, I don't care anyway. I just don't want to go back home. I want to play, because I just came back from holiday. And you know how professional lifestyle is. I exhaust all my funds back home. So going back home and is not an option for me at that point. So Dave Roberts now called me. He sent me an email. So when I woke up in the morning, he sent me an email like, oh yeah, I find a team for you. This is the amount they want to pay you. This is the year. Do you want it? I'm like, without hesitating, I'm like, yeah, I'm taking it. you know. So that was yeah, I was thinking Australia or South Africa because that was the conversation I had with him. So waking up in the morning with the email and I see Portland Timbers. He's like, oh, you moving to Portland, would you like to go to Portland, Oregon? So I accepted the offer, and then they sent me the contract, 3 years contract, and then I processed my visa, and that was how I, play for Portland Timbers. So I moved to US.
Okay. So looking at so you moved to US. So but looking at your profile, I said after playing in Portland, you went back to Thailand. How was that?
Oh yeah, so when I came to Portland Timbers, I played, had great season. Play it's like FA Cup, we played against Seattle Sounders in final, and then I scored the only goal. We won, and yeah, but the trauma really messed me up. Like my 4 years in Singapore, coming to Oregon, it's raining every day. It's like I can't even process everything because everything happens so quick. It's like, so I wasn't really that happy. So we reached like an agreement that okay, I'm going to leave. And so I left Portland. Then signed a new contract in Thailand. So that was how I moved to Thailand.
Okay. And Thailand was good?
Oh yeah, Thailand was good. Thailand is my second home. I love Thailand. Yeah, Thailand is good.
So, like, looking back now, when football started slipping away, like, who were you? How did you feel? Like, when you was in Portland and you felt like football is kind of slipping away, who were you? How was your feeling?
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't happy, like I said, because football is something that you derive joy doing. You had to happy playing football. It's like if you're not happy at home, but when you get to the pitch, it's like a new world. When you see your teammates and maybe you play really good football, you meet someone, you go past someone. Those are the joy, in football, because you play too, about all this. So it's something which I derive joy doing.
Okay. So now you're in America, so this is life after football. What do you do now?
Oh yeah, now I coach. I coach some high school. I coach high school and then I coach academy. So I like, this is all I do. I love football. Is my life though, So coaching the kids now and imparting all this in them, just to make sure they can take it further from where we did. So life after football is amazing for me also because I'm still in that field. So I still coach, and yeah.
So how was your transition, like playing football, then you had to, what was that moment when it's like it's time to stop and look for something to do and chase other stuff? What was that moment? How was the transition?
I think you will feel it when that time comes. For me, yeah, I think, okay, for me this is how it happened. So when I moved from US to Thailand, I was on my peak. I was playing really good, enjoying football. So I moved back. Each time I come to the US, it's a story though. So each time I come to the US, immigration people will tell me, oh, we give you the green card to stay, we don't give you to travel. We will take it from you. They will tell me the first time. I ignore them. I will go back to Thailand, play for 6 months again, and come back. And they will tell me the same thing in the point of entry. We will take it from you, we tell you to stay. I ignore, I go. So the fourth time when I left, when I was coming back, I tell myself I'm not leaving this country again because I don't. The fifth time, I don't know what was going to happen. So I stood back and I stayed. So after I become a citizen, then I now moved back to go play in Thailand. So that was where I know. So my coach my coach really want me, but I tell you, because after I finished that section with those boys, man, I know this is not for me no more. I gotta hang the boot.
It was time.
Yeah, because the pace was different. I wasn't just happy no more being in the pitch with. So I think that was when I knew that I had to give it up for the younger ones.
Okay, so what's one advice you would give the younger footballers right now that want to leave Nigeria, Africa as a whole?
I would say is guidance. We lack guidance in Africa, and it's not or advice for the younger ones. It will be to keep pushing. Don't give up on your dream. Work hard, pray, but guidance, also coming to guidance, it's actually for the parents and for the friends and for your loved ones. We lack that in Africa, because if a child have a dream and we can all see this child is really potential, we don't have people to put him through. Just like my own story, like I said, I miss great opportunity to play in UEFA Champions League, just to go back to Singapore to go get passport.
Okay.
So if I truly have people that care much about me, they would think about it big time, because back then Russia was paying crazy money and they play in Champions League too. Israel also is paying good money. They play in Champions League too, because a great players came out from all these teams. But I wasn't thinking deep. I was just focusing on becoming another man's citizenship. So if I have people that can pull me through, then can sit me down and tell me, okay, this is what I think you should do, and if I follow it, I believe I will not be in this position I am now. But I'm grateful that I got to go through all this and to learn from it and impart it in other kids, other people that want to make mistakes.
Nice. So, do you feel like you truly played to your highest potential with everything?
Oh yeah, I did. I was beast back then though. I tried. I tried. I tried. I played to my fully potential. Everywhere I played, people always tell you, so that is how you're gonna know, if you're doing something good or not, So people will always come to me like, oh, good game, and I have friends that also will tell me things I need to work on to improve my game.
Okay. So, last question. Do you consider your story a success story?
Oh yeah, my story, it is a success story.
It is a success story?
Yeah.
Okay. So, stories like this don't always get told. The game can give you everything and still leave you with questions. This is Beyond the Boots, life after football. Gabriel Batola, thank you for coming in today. I truly appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.